Hello everyone, good morning. Myself Murali Reddy. I'm a DevOps consultant and solution architect. Now we are going to discussing about what is Jenkins, why we use Jenkins, what are the Jenkins versions available, which version will be used in the real time. Everything will be discussed. So for that one, right here we have a DevOps 0 to Hero series GitHub repository. In this particular GitHub repository, we have a day 15. I already written the documentation as well. We can see that so that you will get some idea. First, we need to understand what exactly Jenkins. Jenkins is the CI/CD pipeline. CI/CD is nothing but continuous integration, continuous delivery, and continuous deployment. Okay. Using this CI/CD, we can automating the build and test deployment process. Example, earlier we saw that, right? We clone the repository, we build the code using Maven. Okay. I have showcased that, and also I deploy that application in the Tomcat as well. Everything I did manually. Instead of doing the manual, right? If you want to do the automation, we can use the CI/CD tool, that is Jenkins. And here there are a lot of advantages of using Jenkins. One is open source and entirely written in Java. It means the particular Jenkins built using Java and plugin based. We have thousands of plugins available. Just once you install the Jenkins, right? If you want to integrate Git, if you want to integrate Maven, if you want to integrate Nexus, JFrog, whatever is Sonar Cape, what you have to do, we will be install the plugin and we can configure with Jenkins. And it will support that cloud-based deployment as well. It means like we can integrate with the cloud. Example is Azure, Google Cloud. Okay, AWS also we can configure and we can deploy from Jenkins. It will be support the cloud-based as well. And also it is cross-platform. It will we can install that particular Jenkins in the either Linux, Windows, macOS as well. Especially in the real time, either Linux and Windows will be installed. 99% will be installed Linux only. Some of the organization they may install the Windows as well. Okay. And what is the default port number of Tomcat Jenkins is? Jenkins default port number is 8080. In case if you want to be change it, we can change. We can also change it. And here you can see the recommended RAM is 4 GB. In case if you want to be install Jenkins, right, you should require at least 4 GB, RAM. Okay, understand that? Any questions this one? Now here you have to understand there are multiple different CI/CD tools available. One is Jenkins, Bamboo, TeamCity, but 99% of the organization they will be use the Jenkins only. The reason, it is totally free. It is plugin based. We can easy to integrate and we can easy to do the automation as well. Everything more flexible. Clear, right? And coming to the why we use Jenkins. One is automation of CI/CD. As I said, we can automate build, test, and deployment workflow, and also we can reduce the manual errors and increase the deployment speed. Earlier, right, before comes to the DevOps, what we did, right? We will once we developer generate the jar or war file, they will be share it the particular war file. We are doing that the specific war file. We are copy to the example. If you are deploying the Tomcat, right, inside the web app directory, we are copying and we are restarting the Tomcat. Usually we were doing initial stage, but now when you use the CI/CD tool, right, everything we can do the automation. If you want to build the code, if you want to test the code, test cases, if you want to deploy to that either EKS, ECS, monolith application, if you want to deploy, you can deploy it directly in the Tomcat as well. Clear, right? And coming to that, supports continuous integration. As I said, we can integrate with frequent code changes either in the GitHub or GitLab. Example, I have a GitHub repository. Example, user registration, one of the microservice. There, someone is committed the code. If you want to be trigger automatically, we can configure that option as well. We have option in the GitHub and GitLab. So everything we can do the automation. Okay, continuous integration. And it catches issues early by automated build and test. Example, once they have written the code, right, it will be triggered automatically using webhook, or if you can define that poll ACM or cron tab, depends on that. And we can immediately know, okay, once they have developer written the code, whether that is working or not, everything we can easy to catch up what are the errors is facing issue, and whether it is a developer issue, whether DB issue, whether it is a DevOps issue, we can easy to identify and we can fix it quickly. And continue the delivery and deployment, and we can also do the automation or deployment to the test staging and production. Example, in organization level, right, we'll be having the different environments, either dev, QA, UAT, pre-prod, prod, test. There are multiple environments, guys. We can do the everything automation. We can integrate it inside the Jenkins and ensure code is always production ready. It means like whatever all the code is available for production. Same whatever we have deploy in the dev QA UAT, we can apply in the production as well. That is also we can do that CD part as well using Jenkins. And extensively via plugins, as I said, right? We do have thousands of plugins available. If you want to be install the specific, if you want to be integrate the specific, we can install the plugin. Example, if you want to be integrate Nexus to store our artifacts to the Nexus artifact tree, what we can do, we can install the Nexus artifact plugin and we can configure it. We can run the Jenkins job. It is automatically push the artifacts to Nexus. And here you can see that SCM, build tools, testing, deployment. There are multiple tools available. If you want, you can install it. Okay, not only this one, guys, thousands of plugins available. Whatever required, we will be installing. Okay, and cross-platform and language support. As I said, Jenkins is written in Java, but still you can build that Java-based application, Node.js application, Python, .NET, Golang. There are multiple, any type of application we can build it. Even though our Jenkins is written in Java, it means whatever build that particular Jenkins, they have written backend Java only, but we can build that particular jobs, different applications as well. And also we can run, as I said, it will be run Linux, Windows, macOS, cloud, also container, we can run it, everything we can do that. Especially what I'm going to show you, I will show you for both Linux, Windows, and also cloud and the container also will be, I will be showcase everything. And as I said, open source and free, it is totally free, you don't require to pay anything. And also one of the advantage of using Jenkins, right? There is a large community. If some issue happen, right, we can raise the ticket in the community. If someone is, anyone aware of that particular issue, they can respond on the particular issue and we can fix it easily. So there are large compared to TeamCity and Bamboo, right? This Jenkins is more advantage. Okay. And coming to the scalability with master agent architecture, in Jenkins, right, we have a master node, a slave node concept. In the master node, we'll be create all the configuration, Jenkins jobs, everything. And the slave node will be running all the jobs. Example, if you have a different Jenkins Java versions, example, Java 8, 11, 17, 21, 23. Okay, all the versions applications, we may not be running the same master node. The reason master node, if you install the Java 17 or Java 8, but you wanted to run the Java 11 or Java 17 application in the master node, it won't be support. It will throw the error like compatibility issues. Instead of running in the master node, what we'll do, right? We'll be create the slave nodes. In the particular slave nodes will be install Java 11, Java 17, Java 21 Java version, and then we'll be configure inside the Jenkins. If Java 7, Java 11 applications, it needs to be run that particular Java 11 agent only. Okay, I will show you later sometime. You will get some idea. Clear, right? And coming to the DevOps toolchain integration, and here we can integrate with the Jira, Slack, Teams as well. We can integrate AWS, Azure, GCP, Terraform, etc. As I said, we can integrate any type of both cloud. We can integrate with the cloud as well. As I said, AWS, Azure, GCP, Terraform, and also to support the webhook, cron tabs, and event-based executions. Example, like if you want to be, if someone is commented the code in the GitHub, what you have to do, right? It is automatically trigger. Okay, we can use the webhook option. And also we do have a cron tab. If you want to be run that particular job with a specific tab, we can set up the cron tab as well. Event-based executions, if you have any, you can also do that particular one as well. Clear, right? It will support this particular one. And monitoring and feedback. And coming to that, yeah, real-time job monitoring we can do. Example, if you run the job, you can see that logs everything, what is happening, where exactly stuck, whether if the build is failed, what exactly issue, is it issue related to DevOps, is it issue related to code, whether it issue related to DBA, we can check it everything there. Clear, right? And here you can see that we can also see the logs. As I said, we can set up the alarms, alerts, and also notification, either email, Slack, and also Teams, WebEx. Okay, there are multiple, guys. Depends on organization to organization, they will be use it. Mostly, right? Most of the organization, they will be use either Teams or either they will be use the WebEx only. You should be aware of both. Clear, right? And the final one, right? Infrastructure as a code and written pipeline as using Jenkins file. You can use the Jenkins file to create the pipeline, and we can define everything. And also it will support the version control and reproducible pipelines. It means, like example, if you written the Jenkins file, same Jenkins file, you can use it for other applications as well, other microservices. Just we need to do small changes if required, or else same Jenkins file, it will be support when you do the parameterized one. Okay, clear, right? Any question? Now you got some idea, right? What exactly Jenkins, why we use Jenkins. And also here, Jenkins, we have two types of versions, guys. One is latest version. Second one is LTS version. Latest version means Jenkins team, they frequently release the version. Example, every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they will be release the versions. Okay, and LTS version is stable one. We can use this particular stable version. Example, if you see here you can see the 2.504, and also I have given that link as well. You can click this one. Here you can see that what are the LTS version, what is the weekly release version, and here you have to remember, guys, LTS version currently it is 2.504 when I am recording this session, but in maybe in future next 3 months or 6 months it may change the LTS version, depends on Jenkins team. Okay, and here you can see that latest version is that is 2.511. 2.511 here I mentioned 2.510 only. Recently 2 days back they have released that 2.511 as well. Okay, clear, right? Any questions now? Any questions now here? And here you have to remember one thing. In real time, as I said earlier, usually we'll be use the LTS version. But when it comes to the Jenkins, we won't be use the LTS version. How will we decide Jenkins version? Depends on our Java applications. If it is a Java 8 applications, if it is a Java 11 applications, if it is a Java 21 application, 23 application, depends on that, we'll be choose the specific Java version. If you use the latest this particular version, right, it is required Java 17. But in your organization, in your project, if they are using Java 11 applications, if you are trying to build these particular jobs in the Jenkins, this particular LTS version, it may not be work. It will throw the error like compatibility issues. Okay, clear it? I will show you later sometime. And here you can see that Java support policy. And here you can see there are two types of Java requirement. One is a Jenkins controller runtime, and also Jenkins execution environment, that is build agents. Understand it? Here we have a master and slave node. In the master node, you have to install specific version, depends on our Jenkins version, and also in slave node we can install the depends on our required Java 8, Java 11, Java 21, Java 23, depends on, we can define that one. Clear, right? One of the most important, guys, if you say like we are using LTS version, they can immediately ask question like, hey Murali, what type of Java applications you guys are using? If you say like I'm using Java 8 application, but we have installed the Jenkins LTS version, that is 2.510, then they will immediately ask question, Murali, how it will support? Tell me. Java latest Jenkins version, it is supporting Java 17, but you said like in your organization you are using Java 8. How it will support? It won't. Okay, that is the reason we won't use the LTS version. We'll use the specific version, and here you can see that what which version it is support. Java based one. Okay, depends on your Java application. You can choose the specific Jenkins version. Clear, right? And here you can see the Java 8 1.61. It is older one, and Java 8 application 2.60, and Java 8 11 application 2.164, and Java 8 11 17 application it will support 2.346. It means, guys, Java version example in your organization, it is using Java based application, that is a Java 8, Java 11, Java 17. You can use this particular one. You can use this particular maximum 2.340 or little bit one or two versions. More than 2.340, if you are using any, right, it is support only Java 17 and Java 11 and Java 17. It means, example, you have installed in your organization 2.361.1. Okay, it will support Java 11 and 17. It means when you are installing the Jenkins, either you have to install Java 11 or 17, that is fine. Again, when you are trying to build the Java based applications, your Java based applications also should be either Java 11 or Java 17. If it is a Java 8 application, it may not be run. It will be throw the error like compatibility issues. Clear, right? And if you have a Java 11, 17, 21 applications, you can use this particular one. If you have a Java 11, 21 application, you can use this particular one. Usually depends on organization to organization. They may use either 8, 11, 17 Java versions. Okay, I will highly recommend. You can tell like Java 11 and 17, and they may ask question like, hey, you guys have any Java 8 application? You have to tell earlier we have a Java 8 applications, but we upgraded from Java 8 to Java 11. Okay, then we have upgraded the Jenkins version as well, specific version. Okay, clear, right? And here most important, recommended use Java 11 or 17 for the latest Jenkins LTS version. If you use the LTS version, right, you have to install either Java 11 or 21. Again, I'm repeating, sorry to repeat multiple times. The reason depends on this one. They can easy to know whether you have real-time experience or not. Real-time experience or not, they can easy to identify. That's why I'm repeating multiple times, guys. Okay. What I'm saying here, if you use the LTS version, you can use Java 17 and 21. But in your project, Java 8 applications we have. If you want to be run the Java 8 application in this particular LTS version, it won't be support. The reason we have Java 17 and 21. Understand, right? And here most important, if you see here, if you install unsupported Java version, your Jenkins control will not run. Whatever unsupported one, right? It won't be run. Okay, clear, right? Any questions? And also I will show you here Java based that particular this one Java support policy, and here you can see that Java 1721. What is that? And the latest 2.5 500 related one not yet updated Jenkins team. They may update a little bit later sometime. Okay, now you got to understand, right? Depends on that. Usually, again I'm repeating, if they have a Java 8 applications in your organization, they will be used in between version. Maximum 2.3.0, 2.340 or 2.360 maximum. More than 2.361, it should be Java 11 17 only. Okay. And you may ask question only, if I use this one, can I run the Java 8 application? Yes, you may run, but it may get the issue related to compatible issues. Hey, Murali, you have installed Java 8 application. Your master node is Java 11, but you are trying to build the Java 8. It may not be work, even though if you are using slave node concept, it will be throw the error. But it is not 100% sure you will get the issue, but it is not recommended. Okay, clear, right? Any questions now? Now you got idea what exactly Jenkins, why we use Jenkins, what is the Java version, Jenkins version we have, what is the LTS version, latest version we have, or which version will be use it in the real time. And also I have showcased that compatibility issues, Java based the specific versions. Okay, and also here I have given the resources as well, official website, documentation, plugin index, and Jenkins GitHub repository. Everything can able to see it here. Please have a look this documentation so that we'll get some idea. Okay, any questions? Later, right, I will show you how many ways to install the Jenkins, where we can install the Jenkins. I will explain later sometime so that you will get more idea. Any questions now? Guys, one more thing, remember, without knowing Jenkins, very difficult to crack the interview. And also, even if you're say like I'm not aware of Jenkins, no one will hire you. Jenkins is the backbone of DevOps engineer. As a DevOps engineer, Jenkins is must be there. The reason, if you're aware of all the DevOps tools, if you say like I'm not aware of Jenkins, no one will hire you. The reason, all the DevOps tools, example Git, Maven, SonarQube, Nexus, everything will be integrated with Jenkins only. CI/CD tool, Jenkins only. So you should be aware of. Be careful on that one. Please focus on Jenkins. Jenkins is the mandatory tool. Okay. Everyone needs to be learn the particular Jenkins. And here you may ask question, Murali, we do have GitHub Actions and GitLab, right? Yes, we do have. But compared to GitHub Actions and GitLab and Jenkins, 99% of the organizations, they will be use the Jenkins only. The reason, right? As I said earlier, it is totally free, plugin based. Just will be install the plugins, we can configure it. Everything we can do the automation, easy to learn as well. Clear, right? Any questions? Any questions now? Now we are going to discussing about what are the different ways to install Jenkins. Let's see that so that you will get some idea. So for that one, right, here in this particular DevOps 0 to Hero series, day 15, I already written the documentation as well. And here you can see the different ways to install the Jenkins. So here first thing, right, as I said, we can install the Jenkins in the CentOS, Red Hat, Ubuntu, and also we can running as a container, some other things as well. We can discuss so that you will get some idea. Okay, we can install the Jenkins multiple ways, depends on our requirement, operating system and environment. Example here you can see that, right, one is container based installation. Either we can directly pull the Docker image, we can run the container, that is a one option. Second option is we can deploy our Tomcat on Kubernetes using Helm, or we can directly write the Kubernetes YAML files and we can run the container. So I will also show you later Docker and also using Kubernetes also, how do we deploy, so that you will get some idea. And also we do have different operating systems, right? Ubuntu, Debian, using .debian, apt-get, using this one, you can install the Jenkins. And if you have Red Hat and CentOS, Linux, this particular Linux related one, right, we'll be use RPM, using M command or DNF command, we can install the Jenkins. And third one, Fedora, also similar to RHCL only. We can use DNF using this particular DNF command. We can install the Jenkins. And also we have Amazon Linux as well, right? Amazon Linux 2, Amazon Linux 2023 using M command or DNF command. We can install the Jenkins. And also we can install the Jenkins using .exe MSA file. Okay, or we can directly run the var file using the Java command. And also we can install the macOS. Inside the macOS, we can install the Jenkins using homebrew, or we can directly run the var command, var file as well using java-jar jenkins.var file. Okay, I will show you Windows, Amazon Linux, and also Docker and Kubernetes. And also we have general platform independent methods. As I said, right, we will be having that Jenkins var file. Using that particular var file, we can directly install the Jenkins using Jenkins-jar, Java-jar Jenkins.var file. Using this particular command, we can directly install this particular command. It is flexible for both Linux, macOS, and Windows. Clear, right? And also here I have mentioned that, and also we do have third-party installers as well. And here we can see that Docker, it is a container-based one, and it is official. And Kubernetes, both container, Helm, and manifesto files. We can run it. It is both official and community. And here you can see that Debian and Ubuntu. We can use .deb and official image, official maintained by officially. And here you can see the CentOS, Red Hat, and also Amazon Linux as well. And .rpm, it is also official. It means .rpm will be using the particular .rpm. We can install the Jenkins and Fedora as well. Similar .rpm only. And Windows, we can install the Jenkins using .msa file or var file. Using that both anyway, we can install. Usually we'll be use the .msa file only. And also any other platform with using that with Java, we can directly var file. We can run the particular one. And also macOS, it will be useful for homebrew and var file. Especially guys, in the real time, one is Docker and second one Kubernetes. Third one is Amazon Linux, because most of the organizations, they will be use the, if they are using a cloud is AWS, right? We can directly in the Amazon Linux will be installing. And also Windows, very rare cases, if they are using any monolithic applications, okay, it is a .NET application, they may install that Jenkins in the, what is that? Jenkins in the Windows servers, but very rare cases, guys. This Windows, especially any what you can say, like on-prem servers, right? During a very long back, 4 to 5 years back, we were using installing the Windows, but currently most trending part is containerized one only. Clear, right? And also I will also show you here. Go to the Google and you can type it Jenkins LTS version download, and here you can type it. Here you can see that example latest LTS version is this one, and here you can see that Docker, Kubernetes, Ubuntu. There are multiple, guys. You can use anything. Example, you can click this Docker related, you can see it here, Docker images. And also if you go other things, Kubernetes, there are multiple, you can see it here. And also we can also deploy that Jenkins in public cloud, either AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. There are multiple also Oracle, it will be support. Clear, right? And again, I'm repeating here you have to remember, example, in your organization, you have a Java 8, 11, 17, 21, 23 applications. Okay. Depends on this particular Java applications, you will be decide the Jenkins version. Remember, guys, Jenkins version will be decide. Jenkins version will be decided based on this particular Java version, Java application. The reason, if you use the latest version, currently we have a 2.504, right? This is the LTS version. If you use this particular one, usually it is supporting, I mean, if you want to be install the Jenkins, we require Java 17 or Java 21. Okay. Now, here, if you use the 2.5.4, that is the LTS version, we require to, I mean, first you need to be installed Java 11 or Java 17. Fine. Now Jenkins will be run. But you have a Java-based application 8.11, right? It may not be run it in the this particular LTS version. Understand, right, what I'm saying? Installing Jenkins, we require these two versions, Java 11 or Java 17 or 21. That is fine. But in organization level, in your project, if they have Java 7, 8 or 11 applications, it won't be run. It means I'm trying to build the application in the particular Jenkins server, either in the master node or slave node. But in our case, I'm using the latest LTS version. That LTS version, whatever Java 8.11 application, it may not be run. It will throw the error like compatibility issues. Okay, understand? These are one of the most important. Clear, right? Again, I'm repeating one more thing. I will show you in the Linux how do we install, in Windows how do we install, how do we run the container level, and how do we deploy that, how do we install the Jenkins to deploy that in Kubernetes. Okay, everything I will be show you in detail so that you will get some idea. You don't want to worry on that one. In real time, currently most of the organization they are maintaining as a container, either directly a Docker container or they will be deploying the Kubernetes to accessing our Jenkins. Clear, right? Any questions now? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me by LinkedIn, Instagram, Telegram. And also we have a Tech World with Murali website. In this website, I already published all the DevOps related courses, DevOps, AWS, Kubernetes, Terraform, AWS networking, DevOps projects. Here we have 1 month, 6 months, 1 year lifetime access available. If you want, you can enroll here. Still, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I will try to respond as soon as possible. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you next video.